Okay, once again, we apologize. We're sorry. Please bear with us. We're trying to get this equipment up and running, so we're sorry for the delays and stuff like that. Once again, welcome to the Sports Time New Orleans Sports Podcast for Tuesday, July 9th. We're going to be going over some news headlines for this hour. So the All Star game is going on tonight, so no baseball action. Except for the All Star game. So we're going to be going over that. So apologize for everybody for the delays. Let's go ahead and we're also recording on Anchor. So this episode will be uploaded to the Anchor.fm app. So let's go ahead and start. So so we're getting ready to begin. Let me go ahead and switch this over. Okay, everything's on the screen. So if you see it, so let's begin. Switch this out. Okay, everything's on. Okay, let's begin with ESPN All Star Game updates. It is 1-0 American League on top of the National League bottom three. So right now it is 1-0. So also we'll talk about Summer League basketball. Let's go ahead and go to the Summer League scoreboard. Switch this over. Summer League scoreboard. Okay, Summer League scoreboard. It is Grizzlies up 66 56. That's in the fourth quarter, halftime. It is the Celtics up 30, 42-35, 42-35. Also, the Thunder defeated Croatia by the final 84-76. Also, the Miami Heat wins 96-92 over the Magic. Also, it was Atlanta winning 87-67 over the Indiana Pacers. Also, it was the Jazz winning 97-93. That was the final score. Also, at 8:30 tonight, just about 30 minutes from now, the Knicks will take on the Raptors. That's going to be in the Thomas and Mack Center. Also, it's going to be the Kings taking on the Rockets in the Cox Pavilion. That's in Las Vegas. And also, right after the Knicks and Raptors, it will be the Warriors taking on the Clippers. So that's going to be at 10:30 Central Time, right after those two games. So let's go ahead and go over some headlines. Switch this over. ESPN. Once again, we apologize for everything, for the delays and stuff like that. So, okay, let's go ahead and go over some stuff on here. Okay, ESPN.com. We're going to be talking about that. Okay, sources: Morris may emerge on the Spurs for the Knicks. This is free agent Marcus Morris abandoned a 2-year agreement with San Antonio and also accepted a 1-year deal with the New York Knicks. So he will go there. Morris agreement with the Spurs include a player option. The Knicks suddenly have salary cap space to make more surmountable off first year offers. So, look, I think this is good for Marcus Morris to go to the New York Knicks because, look, San Antonio is going to get a player option in this deal with Marcus Morris. So, I think this is a very um, intense deal right here for the full use of a $9.3 million mid-level exception on Morris. Morris traded forward Davis Bertrand to the Washington Wizards, and also and rework an original 2-year, $13 million deal for Demario Carroll, and also it was a 3-year deal worth $21 million. So I'm kind of skeptical about it, but hopefully in the end it does kind of work out for those teams in the Eastern Conference and also the Western Conference, the San Antonio Spurs. So um, that would be Marcus Morris at 20. He's 29. He had 13 points a game, 13-9, 6.1 rebounds. He had 7 seasons with Boston, so it's his 7 year tenure with Boston comes to an end. He will be going to the New York Knicks. So that's the story. This is from Adrian Wojnarowski and also Mark Spears. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. Okay, top of the fourth. It is 1-0 American League. Um, 1-0 American League. Okay. Let's see. Okay. NBA approves use of coach challenge in the 19 and 20 campaign. So I think this is very important that we have this coaches challenge to get the calls right and stuff like that to make sure that the reps are doing their job and stuff like that. So I think this is very important that we have this in these summer leagues and also throughout the. It will also be used in the G League as well, and also in the summer league next summer. So it's only going to be summer league only. So I think this it should be used definitely in the regular season because some of the calls might go unnoticed. Some of the calls that's maybe blatant or something like that most likely will go unnoticed. So that is the my analysis on it. So what's your take? You can come in and post your comments via Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Please be advised. Rules are these are please we'll write that in there. Please follow. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna post this in there. Follow all rules for. So we're waiting 1 second. So I'm gonna switch this over for this broadcast. So everything's in place. So that's if you want to comment to me, that's the rules. We just wrote on there. You have to please abide by them. If you do not, you will be banned automatically on the spot. So no exceptions. So this is from Tim Bontemps. You can reach him at ESPN.com. That's ESPN.com. Okay. Let's see. Switch this over. Okay, Serena finds peace after apologizing to Osaka. Um, that's Naomi Osaka for her behavior last year at the finals. So, Buck, be honest with you, look, Serena, um, Serena Williams. I'm gonna be honest with you. This young lady, sure, she is the best tennis player in the world. Sure, she had a behavior problem that was unacceptable to the U.S. Open and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, um, she is a competitor. She is an absolute competitor, and make no mistake about it. Look, she's not. um, against any of these people or any of these players or stuff like that. So, look, um, I mean, she's sure she's fighting for her rights. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you, these men tennis players, and I'm gonna keep saying it. These men's tennis players, they have behavior problems that's very unacceptable to the tennis community. Um, Look at what happened with John McEnroe back in the '80s. He used to sling tennis rackets and stuff like that. I mean, look. I mean, she is no exception right there. Look. I mean, they've been going after these women for their um, unacceptable behavior for years, and it's got to be honest with you, it's got to be fair down the middle. If the man does it, he should be suspended, and if the woman does it, she should um, she should be suspended as well. Make no mistake about it. Look, we living in an age of social media where anything could be wrote about these people. Anything, and I mean anything. So that's why I say, look, it goes. It's a double-edged sword. It goes both ways. So this is from ESPN News Service. You can come in and um, and state your opinion about Serena Williams. Come on down. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube via Restream. You can come in. Like I said, we do have rules in effect on here for this show. We do not allow. That's why I say, if you want to come in, state your opinion. It's got to be related to sports. That's it. Sports related. No personal comments or none of that. So that's my take on it. Let's go ahead. Switch this over. We're at 12 minutes into the broadcast. Okay. Once again, it's 4-0 American League. All right. Let's see. Switch this over. Okay. In full audio, Chiefs. Hill denies the assault of his fiance. This is what we're gonna play this clip for a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Let me switch this over.
The AFC West, what storyline specifically are you paying attention to closely? Jeff, start with you.
I'm going to say Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs. I mean, what is this going to do to their offense? How's it going to affect their football team? Meeting with the NFL. Been a lot of distractions with Hunt before this, and now and then you talk about their defense, and they didn't play well towards the end of the season, really also, but towards the end of the season, and you saw them kind of get exposed late. We can talk about Mahomes and how good he is because he's absolutely incredible, but when you look at this as a whole football team with Hill gone, what does that really do to this offense? I think for me, this is a team that everybody expects to be in the Super Bowl or playing for it. What does that really do for this football team?
I agree with you, Jeff. And the question is, can Mahomes do it again?
Okay, that's some of the clip. We're going to refresh it. They had a little issue with it, so we're going to refresh it and let you hear it some more from the last inning. So let me go ahead and set this up. Give me 1 second.
You talk about Mahomes and how good he is because this is a team that everybody expects to be in the Super Bowl or playing for it. What does that really do for this football team?
I agree with you, Jeff. And the question is, can Mahomes do it again, too?
Right.
But for me, I'm going with the Chargers. I'm interested to see how Phillip Rivers, how much does he still have in the tank? How much is this team going to rally around him, understanding that he's been close to getting to that monumental moment, to that Super Bowl, to that championship, but he hasn't gotten there yet. And I know that team is itching to get him there. That's one of the storylines I'm looking for this year. How the Chargers start the season off. And how
yeah, they're right. What they're saying about Tyreek Hill. Look, it was a radio station aired the audio recording of an argument between Hill and his fiance, Crystal Espada. which the Kansas City Chiefs star denies committing an assault and battery on his Espino. He was charged with and pled guilty in 2015. The truth of the matter is, look, what he did was wrong. Sure, he's going to deny it and stuff like that, but what he did, he should own up to it and not be hide the truth. I mean, the truth's got to come out. I mean, look, he could say anything on that audio tape. He could say anything. He might have said that girl might have pushed him or something, or provoked him or whatever. It might be a he said, she said tandem, but the truth of the matter is, look, Tyreek Hill, look, they do have like I said, they do have policies against domestic violence. Hopefully, he will learn his lesson from this situation, because look, nobody wants to lose a pay in NFL. Nobody. But look, when you do something wrong, you got to accept your consequences for what you did. So this came out. This was in 2015 that he pled guilty to the. But the audio recording was from a station. It was at Kansas City station KCSP 610. That was in Kansas City. So it also partial broadcast earlier this year by the TV station KCTV 5. So I look at it this way. Look, he's got a lot of growing up to do, because look, when you beat your fiance or smoke dope or whatever, or anything else under the sun, look, the NFL is not going to tolerate it. The NFL will put them out, and that's one thing. Espino, I'm trying to then asked Hill twice where the bruise is coming from. Hill did not answer. So look, this is a complete double standard right here. This is an absolute complete double standard going on with this case. So so that's my take on it. We will move on. Wait, I want it to come up. Okay, once again, bottom of the fourth is still 1-0 in the American League. You can follow the game on ESPN. You can watch it on Fox Sports, and also you can listen to it on ESPN radio.com. ESPNradio.com. Okay, let's talk about another issue. Okay, Senators, no equal pay, no public 26 WC funds. Senator Joe Manchin introduces a bill on Tuesday that would prevent the federal government from funding the 2026 World Cup until the United States agrees to equal pay. No federal funds may be appropriated for the 2026 World Cup. Look, I think this is good. I think this is good because look, these women that Megan Rapinoe and Alex Morgan, look, they're requesting equal pay, and I think they should get it. I think they should get it without a shadow of a doubt, because look, that's not completely fair what the men's getting, and also it's a double standard. That's another situation. Look, I think these no federal funds to the World Cup will send a message to these to FIFA that look, you have to support equal pay. You have to support it, because if you don't, look, you're not getting federal funding. That's what should happen. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I know a lot of people is bitching and moaning about these two ladies making a spectacle out over there at the World Cup. But the truth of the matter is, look, they won the World Cup, and rightfully so. They should get paid equally as the men. I'm just saying, folks. You could state your comment inside Restream for Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and also Twitch. You can state your comment. Should these ladies get paid, or just leave it at the back burner? So that's my take on it. This is from ESPN.com. So that's the we'll play a few clips from Alex Morgan and also Megan Rapone from their World Cup. Let's go ahead and play that. Just waiting on it to come up, so we're getting ready to set it. So we'll have to straighten the video up in a second.
I mean, kind of a stunning moment, right, on Sunday in Lyon when the chant of equal pay comes up from the crowd. I mean, that is an issue now that the whole country is talking about. And it goes beyond soccer, of course. Where does that fight go? Obviously, there's mediation coming up between the women's national team and the federation. But where do you think it stands right now in terms of public perception, Alex?
Well, I think clearly we have, I think we have the fan support. There's no denying that. But just moving forward, I think we really want a collaborative approach with U.S. Soccer. And I think we're very optimistic about that. You know, they've done an incredible job of supporting us. This World Cup is just
Sorry, we're gonna replay back some of the clips. So I mean, sometimes ESPN's having a little issues with their video playback system, but we'll go ahead and replay back the let's go ahead and play it back by
a Brazil who has so much potential, who could easily make it into the final given their quality, but don't quite have the support. So we have to continue to push that along, and I think we're doing that.
You had a little conversation with Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA,
my guy.
after the game. Your guy.
We're tight now.
What was the nature of the discussion, Megan?
It was to have a discussion. It was to have a conversation, obviously. I think that, honestly, him being there and being in that moment, FIFA always gets booed for everything, of course. It's like when the commissioner goes up for the draft, they always get booed.
Gary Bettman or Roger Goodell.
Yes, exactly. But I think that him being in that moment, seeing the World Cup, seeing how popular it was, seeing what a response is, I think that we have to be open.
Shouldn't Johnny know that by now?
He should. But we always have to be open to progress. And sometimes it takes some people a little bit longer to get there. But I think his eyes are opened up. And I'll definitely continue to peel them.
I think certainly what they're saying is true. Look, FIFA should open their eyes to the fact that these women that's in these competing in these soccer sanctioned sports, look, is not getting the equal pay that they deserve. That's one thing. I don't know what's going on. What is this? So that's one thing I'm looking at. So we apologize. I had a little glitch on the thing. So we're back. So I was saying, look, these soccer sanctioned sports like FIFA should be able to give these it doesn't start with FIFA. It also starts with the U.S. Congress. Pass a bill defunding, not giving the funds to the World Cup in 2026 unless they give these ladies equal pay, what they deserve, and rightfully so. So I'm for it. I'm 100% for this bill. I'm 100% for it. I hope it does pass, but I don't think it will because you got the I don't want to talk politics on the show. You got the Mitch McConnell crowd of the world that's going to block it and stuff like that, and also the Republicans of the world, and also so I'm pretty sure like something should be done about it. Absolutely. So that's my take on it. This is from ESPN.com. You can go to ESPN.com. Let's see how long we got. We got about 28 minutes so in this broadcast. So let's go ahead and go over some more stuff while we Okay, top of the fifth. It is 1-0. American League, 1-0 American League. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to Bleacher Report. We're gonna switch it back over to Bleacher Report. It's the All-Star game tonight. Okay, let's see. Okay, Bleacher Report 25 and under All-Star game, which young stars would win. This is what they're talking about. This is in result of the All-Star game tonight out in Cleveland. Players must be active at the MLB level to be eligible for inclusion. Also, players must be 25 years old or younger as of June 30th to be included. And also, just like the real All-Star game, both rosters consist of 32 players for safe consumption. Also, it would be 20 positions, also 12 pitchers on both teams. So that's the requirements for the 25 and younger crowd that's going to be on the All-Star team. So that's I just read them to you. So this is from BleacherReport.com. You can go to Bleacher Report anytime or download the BleacherReport.com app on your Google Play Store and let's say Apple Store. So let's go ahead and go over some more stuff. Waiting on the stream to come up. Okay, one move. Let's go ahead talk about that. Okay, one move every NFL team should make before the 2019 season begins. That's one move every NFL team should make before the 2019 season begins. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about that. Okay, let's start with the Arizona Cardinals adding a veteran tight end. Yeah, I think they should add a veteran tight end for Kyler Murray because, look, if Arizona can get their passing game going and their running game going, I'm pretty sure that it will make a big difference. So that's the first one. Now, Atlanta adding a veteran running back, Devontae Freeman. Look, hopefully he is healthy this coming season. They also got they did have departing Tevin Coleman, so they're going to have to add a legitimate running back for their team because look, they just can't depend on Matt Ryan throwing the ball time and time again down, throw the ball in the yard. So I think a running game would be a very important asset to the Atlanta Falcons. Also, the Baltimore Ravens bringing back Michael Crabtree. So I think that's important for them to bring him back. His numbers from 2018, he had 54 catches for 607 yards. Also, trade LaShawn McCoy. That's what they're saying. But I hope they do, because to be honest with you, the Buffalo Bills needs a sustainable running back to foresee the running game that they have. So if they're going to get better, they might have to trade LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy averaged 3.2 yards a carry. He is still a pass catcher. He has 34 receptions. He is no longer a franchise back. So McCoy is set to cost Buffalo $9 million in the coming season. So I'm pretty sure that they will probably get something for him in the market or something like that. It's unfortunate that they have to do this, but if they want to be a good team, they have to have a sustainable running back. That's going to be that go-to guy. That's going to get the handoffs and stuff like that. So next one is also Carolina adding a veteran quarterback. I don't think it's going to happen, because look, we don't know how many years that Cam Newton's going to have in the tank. We don't know. But it'll be a pretty good insurance policy. But I'm skeptical of it because if Cam Newton lasts us 16 games or more, and if they get in the playoffs, he'll be the sole starter. But they're saying they need to add him. I mean, look, you got Mark Sanchez, Josh Jackson, you got Brock Osweiler, so to back him up. So now trade for Robbie Gould. That's what they the Bears have to do. This is 6 of 32. Trade for Robbie Gould to get a better kicker. I'm kind of leery about this. Look, he did miss that field goal in the playoffs, but truth of the matter is, look, you make mistakes and you overcome them. Simple as that. You overcome them. I mean, look. Will Lutz had his problems with field goals and stuff like that, but he worked those things out and became a good kicker. So those things can work itself out. Make no mistake about it. So next one, a tight end, a veteran tight end for the Cincinnati Bengals. Unfortunately, the Cincinnati Bengals, Tyler Effen injury has been largely defined as an aspect of his career. So they're going to have to add another tight end. So Cincinnati brought him back on a 1-year deal. So I think it's very important that they do get another tight end to sacrifice their for their passing game as well. So that's teams that's been in the cellar that they've been talking about. So also Cleveland adding a veteran offensive tackle. So that's what they're talking about right there. They already added Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, if they do get somebody that's sustainable for the offensive line that will block for Baker Mayfield, then more power to them. Now, this is very important right here. Getting Dak Prescott's contract done before the season. Yes, that's a must right there, because look, they don't want to have that distraction linger on during the NFL season. So now the Denver Broncos get Drew Lock at least 2 preseason starts. Yeah, they have to get him 2 preseason starts to get him his feet wet. Because look, they're not going to have time to develop a quarterback. That's one thing they're not going to have, Denver. That window will be closing. That opportunity will be closing. So Joe Flacco is not there to mold these young quarterbacks. He's not. He's there to salvage his career. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to salvage his career. So now bolster the pass rush. Yeah. Detroit, yeah, exactly. I think they should bolster that pass rush as well to make them a better team on defense. Offensively, I don't know. They kind of stunk. The offense kind of absolutely stunk. But the defense played well in some games, but the offense absolutely stunk. And they won 5 games or maybe lower games than that. So that's the thing about it. Defense is going to be the Achilles heel, the obstacle that they're going to have to overcome, and also the offensive side as well. But if they can upgrade and get quality players that will make plays on the defensive side, they're going to be okay. But if they don't, once again, that opportunity, that window of opportunity for Detroit to be better will close as well. So next one is give Jace Steinberg a starting nod in the preseason. So yeah, I think that's absolutely correct what they're saying on this article. Jimmy Graham was the starting tight end. He will be that starting tight end again this year. But that guy Jace Steinberg, I think he should get a preseason start in the preseason. So now the offensive line depth. Yeah, they're going to have to bolster their offensive line depth to protect Deshaun Watson. Because look, he was sacked an alarming 62 times last season. And that's something that the Houston Texans are going to have to address. Because look, he's a good running quarterback and all that, but he stays in that pocket too long, he's going to get pummeled. That's one thing about it. So they're going to have to definitely bolster their offensive line, the Houston Texans. So also coach lock up Eric Ebram. Yeah, I think that's imperative that they do, because he did have 750 yards and also 13 touchdowns. He was a Pro Bowler, so I think they should lock him up with a pretty good deal. Now, sign Eric Berry, Jacksonville. Yeah. Now, this is going to be a very complicated question for the Kansas City Chiefs. Release or suspend Tyreek Hill. I'm kind of leaning towards them keeping Tyreek Hill, because look, you got to give a guy a second chance. That's just the that's just my opinion. Give him a second chance. If he does screw up again, he's got to go. But that's what they're talking about right there. Now, also offensive tackle. So that's another asset that's going to be for the Los Angeles Chargers, adding an offensive tackle to their roster and their depth. So next one, let's see. Okay, the Pro Football power ranking for let's see. It was TEVI. It was 74th among offensive tackles last season. Now the Los Angeles Rams adding a guard. Yeah, that's another essential product that they're gonna have to Okay, picking a starting quarterback for Miami. We don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback for Miami. Most likely be Rosen or Fitzgerald or whoever. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting quarterback battle in their training camp. Now, let's see. Minnesota Vikings trading Trey Waynes. He was a fine player in 2018. Pro Football Focus. He was 48th in his position. Not only dealing with Wayne's getting something in return, Minnesota is $14.1 million over the salary cap. So if they can get rid of that guy right there, I'm pretty sure Minnesota can get under the salary cap, because that's very important right there. If you don't get under that salary cap, I'm gonna tell you, it's just gonna they won't be able to get no players. That's gonna make plays and benefit their team. So that's the next one. Okay, extend New England quarterback Tom Brady. So yeah, they should extend his contract. He most likely, hopefully, he doesn't retire, but I'm pretty sure he will probably get a contract and play out his contract. Now, Saints adding a veteran running back. I don't think we need a veteran running back, to be honest with you. I don't think we need a veteran running back. We got Murray, and we got Washington, and we also got Kamara. So we don't need a veteran running back. So I think that's out of the question for the New Orleans Saints. So now New York Giants give Daniel Jones the starting nod in the preseason. So yeah, I think he should get the starting nod. Eli Manning, I don't know, but he's going to be irrelevant again or something like that. But hopefully they can get a starting quarterback in there that's going to replace Manning, because Manning is starting to age and stuff like that. So look, that's very important. Hopefully that Manning can last through the 16-game season, but I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. Now, the New York Jets adding a veteran wide receiver. So that might be another team that should add a wide receiver. Is the New York Jets, New York Jets. Because look, they haven't been irrelevant in a while, so that's another one. Now Oakland adding a veteran tight end, because Jared Cook is no longer with the Raiders, so they're gonna probably, hopefully, they can get somebody that's gonna step up in that role. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles bolstered the pass rush. Yes, pass rush is going to have to be bolstered in the for the Eagles, because to be honest with you, they're going to need that, because look, if they want to get back to the Super Bowl and stuff like that, you got to have effective defense. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers adding a veteran wide receiver. They have Juju Schuster, but the thing is, look, they're going to have to add another one. If they're going to have a good passing game with Roethlisberger and stuff like that, they have to have another option to get another wide receiver. Now, the next one is once again San Francisco trading Robbie Gould. That's been going on. We talked about that. So also Seattle signing Antonio Gates from the Chargers. Yeah, I think it's most likely going to happen. Also signed Mo Claiborne. He's the cornerback with the Tampa Bay New York Jets. Now hopefully they'll sign him with the Tampa Bay Bucks. So I think that's something right there. Now the next one is locking up Kevin Boyd. So that's another thing they should try to pursue. Now the Washington Redskins. Now, last but certainly not least, the Washington Redskins should bolster their wide receiver core. Yes, absolutely. They should bolster their wide receiver core in a nutshell. So this is caps and information from Sports Track. You can go to sportstrack.com. That's sportstrack.com. You can look up their contracts and stuff like that and see what they have. That's on www.sportstrack.com. Let's see how long we got. We got about 8 minutes left in this broadcast. So let's go ahead and see what else we need to talk about tonight. Well, this is from Chris Knox. You can reach him at bleacherreport.com. That's bleacherreport.com. Got about 7 minutes left into the broadcast tonight. Okay. Is Miami Heat $171 million question? Is Russell Westbrook the right trade target? If they want to be a successful team or stuff like that, then I say yeah. The $171 million question should be answered by Miami. If Miami does pursue him and give him 170, give him 171. I mean, that's Miami. Look, because Miami, I'm gonna tell you, haven't been, trying to say a word for it. I haven't been good since LeBron left. So that's one thing about it. So now the next one is the initial offer. Westbrook is an icon. Absolutely is an icon. I know a lot of people don't like him and stuff like that. They just get on Facebook and and Twitter and all that and just bash him and stuff like that. The tricky dynamics to deal. You factor his costs. He still has a 4-year contract worth $171.1 million left in 2022 and also 2023. So that is something. That's a lot of things you got to be factored in. They will receive Westbrook. The Thunder will receive Gordon Dragic, Jim Johnson, Dion Waiters, and also Duncan Robinson. And that's the deal right there. That's also, let's try this. Russell Westbrook for Patterson 2024 second round pick via Memphis Grizzlies. Also Dragic, Johnson, Waters, and also Tyra Hero as well. So it's a lot of trade scenarios that's gonna go down. This is from Zach Buckley. You can reach him at the Bleacher Report. That's Zach Buckley on Twitter as well. So that's the so switch this out. Okay, agents. It doesn't matter. Even the best NBA franchise can't compare with superstars on whims. That's W. So that's the article we're showing you right now about Kawhi Leonard. Will soon be a LA Clipper because the LA Clippers do everything right. Yes, they absolutely do. They're a model organization in the same town that the LA Lakers are in. So I think it's like I said, I think the LA Clippers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they're gonna most likely make a playoff run again, like they did this year when they played against Boston. So, but they'll have the pieces to the puzzle now. They'll have the pieces to the puzzle. So that is from Howard Beck. You can reach him at Bleacher Report. That's BleacherReport.com, or you can download the Bleacher Report app. We got about 3 minutes left. Nobody hasn't come in here and talked to me yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to move along. We are moving along in this podcast, so we are moving along in this Tuesday night edition live stream podcast. So, okay, I just talked about this a few minutes ago, so we're just gonna skip over that story. I just talked about that about a minute ago. Okay, Kevin Durant's injury timeline. Free agents proceed discussing by Knicks Sean Marks. This is he made his comments to the Brooklyn Nets. This is Tim Reynolds. You can reach him at by Tim Reynolds. Also, you can reach Stephon Bodie. You can reach him on S Bodie at MYDN. Also, Chris Maddox. He's also a SI reporter as well. So that is the million ways you can reach these guys. Okay, we have about a minute left, so we should be we're gonna go ahead and close out tonight's show. Okay, let's go ahead and close out. We're just about a minute left, so let's go ahead and close this out tonight. Okay, this concludes tonight's Sports Time New Orleans Sports Podcast live stream edition. We will have another live stream on Thursday. So please tune in. We'll be back tomorrow with the regular Sports Talk with Carol Wiemeyer show. That will be at 11 a.m. or most likely 7 p.m. So we'll be on the air. So if you want to come in and join us, you can come in and join us. It's you're welcome, but please, once again, please observe all the rules and regulations. We do not allow trolling. We do not allow personal attacks against me or the viewers as well. So please be respectful every time you come in here. So like, share, and subscribe. Sports Talk with Carol Wiemeyer show on Facebook. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. Sports Talk 78, Reddit, and Tumblr. Until then, everybody have a good even.